Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cooking in Place with Michael from Big Bottom Market. I hope that everyone's having a great day today. It is beautiful here in Sonoma County, and I just have been outside most of the day. And so now I'm here with you, which is one of my favorite places to be every day at 3 o'clock until the shelter-in-place order is lifted. So I want to make a big call out to our friends at Zoe's Meats. I don't know if anybody knows this, but the meats that we use at Big Bottom Market are made by Zoe's Meats. We've used them from the beginning, and they have actually become our partner. Our distribution partner. So our biscuit mix and our honey is distributed by them. We're in the process of creating some new products as well. So if you see Zoe's Meats in a store, please buy them. They're absolutely delicious. They're just really great meats. Again, all of our sandwiches are made with their meats, and we've worked with them now for many years. Hi, everybody that's on. Earl, today is your day, and we'll talk about that very soon. First, we're going to talk about the wines that I got, literally wines. I talked to my friend, Jonathan DeMichael. He's the head of the tasting room at Porter Creek, which is on West Side Road here in the Russian River Valley. He's a fantastic man, and I really love their wines. But the other thing that I love about their winery is that, wineries today that are being built are so grand, and that's awesome. Like, McCrosty is such a beautiful property, so beautiful. So many new wineries that are coming up. Like I said, the architecture is stunning. Porter Creek is a little different. It's so intimate and lovely. And their wines are just so incredible. You walk into this beautiful little, I would call it like a Quonset hut almost. And there's a big window that you look out of onto these vineyards, and it's stunning. And they taste through these wines. Jonathan and his team there are absolutely wonderful people. So before I get to the wines, I want to tell you what they're offering. They're gonna be scheduling future tastings when the obviously the order lifts and they can open the winery back up. But through April 30th, if you send them an email saying that you want to schedule a tasting when it reopens, you will get a free tasting plus 10% off of anything you order on the day that you're there, which is incredible. Now, any order also through April 30th, any order that you pick up, 10%, you'll get 10% off. But you have to mention, for both deals, you have to mention this show. info@portercreekvineyards.com. I will have it ready and raring to go for you on the follow-up. But again, email them, tell them you want to do a future tasting. You'll get 10% off on the day of that tasting and a free tasting. And if you pick up an order, and you'll get 10% off. But you have to mention this show, so make sure you do that, okay? Okay, now let's get started on the wines. Jonathan gave me 6 wines, so I'm not opening something until later. Earl, we're going to open up the Zinfandel. First one, this Porter Creek Rosé. It's 80% Carignan and 20% Zinfandel. I don't know if you know what Carignan is. It's a Spanish grape that is widely planted throughout France, and it's primarily used for blending. But and I'm going to talk about a Carignan, but I love that they used Carignan in their rosé. It's got such bright acidity, this mineralness to it. It's so balanced, and it's a great wine food. I think it's going to be good with this recipe we're making today. It's also just great for sipping on the porch. Wonderful wine. Okay, number 2, another grape that not a lot of people know about is the Viognier. A few wine producers up here make Viognier, not a lot, and when they do, I always want to try them. I think about Viognier, and winemakers may kill me for saying this, but I think about a Viognier as being kind of a slight blend between a Sauvignon Blanc and a Chardonnay. It's not as rich as a Chardonnay, and it's not as minerally as a Sauvignon Blanc, but this is a Russian River Valley Viognier. It's estate bottled. It's got like notes of mango and pear and nectarine, and it's super balanced. It's like so tasty. It's like I said, lightness of a Sauvignon Blanc and the richness of a Chardonnay. So great wine. Give this one a try. Okay, this 2017 Chardonnay is fantastic. It's a Russian River estate bottled. estate grapes and also grapes from Green Valley. You might remember talking about Iron Horse. Iron Horse is in the Green Valley area. So these grapes are where Iron Horse is located. This has got a rich body to it. It's aromatic. It's not big like some Chardonnays are, but it's got this balanced and bright acidity that I absolutely love. It's complex too. It's so many different things. It's really a wonderful wine to sip, and great with cheese. I love this wine with cheese. Okay, let's move on to Pinot Noir. What we're known for here in Western Sonoma County are our Pinots. This is their flagship Pinot. The vineyards are literally right at the entrance to the winery, right along West Side Road. It's got, I would say, like wild berries and notes of forest floor. It's really absolutely silky and crazy delicious. I love the Pinot that they make there. It's wonderful. Oh, and I think that this is going to go so good with what we're making today, and I can't wait to tell you about it. Okay, so on to the Carignan. This is a Carignan all by itself. I call this pizza wine. It's just so great. The grapes for these are from Mendocino. They were planted in 1939. Notes of plum and blackcurrant. It's silky and it's rich and it's so easy to drink. Like I said, it's a great pizza wine, a porch wine. I highly recommend just giving this a try if you've never had it. Really great. Like I said, it's primarily used for blending, but I love that they have it all on its own because it deserves to be on its own. And then finally, last but not least, the Zinfandel. This is classic Zinfandel, peppery notes, cherries, blackberries. It's actually blended with 5% of the Carignan, so it gives it this really nice silky smoothness to it. I really absolutely adore and appreciate this wine. So info at portercreekvineyards.com. Mention the show. You're going to get some deals for that, and I'll have all of that in the recipes on the follow-up. And Jonathan DeMichael, thank you so much for these wines today. I was so happy to be able to use them, and I can't wait to share them with you tonight, Earl. Okay. Earl doesn't like to cook. And so Earl's been the recipient of food from me. I think almost every day I fed him dinner. And it's been a lot of fun having a quarantine friend and somebody that I can eat this food with because I wouldn't be able to eat it all myself. So Earl asked me if I would do microwave Mondays. And I'm like, yeah, I love that idea. And, some people are like, ew, food cooked in a microwave. But this recipe that I'm going to give you, and I'm going to come up with some other ones, you can still elevate your food. Just because it's cooked in a microwave doesn't mean it can't be elevated. You just need to get creative and find a way to do it. And we all have the time to be creative and find a way to make our microwave food a little more fancy. So I decided to do ribs. I couldn't believe it when I saw this recipe online, but this is about... 2.5 to 3 pounds of baby back ribs. You can use short ribs. You don't have to use baby back. I like baby back. I think they're tender. And I put them into a Ziploc bag, and they're marinating in the glaze that I made yesterday. So if you didn't watch yesterday, I made a root beer glaze that had a stone ground mustard and ketchup and ginger and a bunch of other yummy stuff in it that I made extra because I wanted to marinate these in that glaze and then use the glaze during the cooking process. I just want to look at one thing because I have to tell you about the cooking process and I had to write it down because it's a little involved. So what I'm going to do first with these is I'll get a little air in here and lift it up like this so that nothing spills out. And I'm going to leave the marinade on there. And in the bag, I'm going to cook these on medium heat or medium temperature in the microwave for 10 minutes. Then I'm going to remove them from the bag, turn them over, put more glaze on them. And then I'm going to, uncovered, I'll cook them on high, and I'll baste every 3 minutes for 10 minutes. And then I'm going to turn them over again, baste them again, and then for 2 to 3 minutes, they'll be on high. And I cannot wait to try these. So every Monday, we're going to do Microwave Monday. I'll come up with something really cool for everybody. And I cannot wait to do more of these. Thank you for the challenge, Earl. I look forward to eating these with you and drinking these wonderful wines from Porter Creek. Thanks again to the team from there for giving me these wines. Jonathan, you're awesome. Everybody, have a fantastic day. I love seeing you here every day. And I appreciate this platform more than ever. Stay healthy. Be good.